So I did a recent video talking about they have their hand out to help you take it. And I did get a comment that I responded to her, but then I thought if anybody else has this thought process and is thinking, well, how do I do this? I would just put it out there for whoever wants to watch it. So it was talking about a higher power having their hand out to help you in whatever situation that you're in. And she had asked, how do you take their hand? Now, if you watch my stuff, you know that there is no judgment here. There is no one way of thinking. There is no one way of belief. I know that there are many different cultures out there. There are many different beliefs out there. So I do not stem towards just one direction and guidance. For that reason, as a universe, we are all together. So for me, I embrace all the different kinds of beliefs and what fits me. And that's why I do not judge on this channel. So for me to answer that question is a little hard, only because if I was to say, do this to take their hand, I'm segregating it to just one way, one form. The greatest gift that we all have, I don't know what my bangs are doing today, but they're driving me insane. Anyway, distracted squirrel. What was I saying? Anyway, so yes, I can't direct you as to one way, because if you go down the cycle of each different religion and each different belief of those religions and cultures, everything is different. It's all different how they do it. There's so many different ways. Some people place pictures on altars for the people who have passed to be able to connect with them. Some people put stuff out to Mother Nature and deal with it through animals. Some people go to church and pray to God. So for me to say this is how you do it, I don't have a definitive answer to that because it's a very open concept. However, one of the greatest gifts that all of us have as souls in these bodies is our intuition. And I've learned over the years that if you learn to trust your intuition and test your intuition on a regular basis to keep it strong, keep it going, that will give you the answer that you are looking for when it comes to speaking to whatever higher power, whatever spirit, ancestors, whatever you're trying to reach out to. For me to sit here and tell you exactly how to do it would be segregating it one way. And it doesn't work that way. So for me, it does not work that way. Plus, I embrace all cultures and all beliefs and all of them. So think deep down and say, I want to call onto my ancestors or spirit or whoever you're calling to, and ask, how would you like me to respond to you? Or just ask yourself, I want to speak to my spirit guides. Once you ask that question, whether it's in your mind or out loud, intuitively pay attention to what comes to mind. Pay attention to certain things that you're seeing, whether you're sitting there with your eyes closed or you're sitting there with your eyes open and all of a sudden you see an egg. And I only say that because I literally have a Cadbury egg sitting here. So I'm using it as an example. Okay, so if I put out an egg, will that help me connect more? Sounds silly, but it's literally that simple. I only know this because I've done it. Your answers are right in front of you and you hold the answers within. So roll with it. Just roll with it. It's like a game, a fun game of learning yourself, of learning your spirit guides, your ancestors, your gods, goddesses. It's a fun game to play, and it strengthens your intuition on how to process and handle things like wanting to call to them or talk to them. I like to write letters sometimes. Sometimes I'll write a letter and I'll put it on the altar I have with my candles and my water, my earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. That's another way that I do that. It could be any way that is convenient and feels good and feels right to you. You can draw a picture if you want to. You could take a bath. It's that simple. I promise you, because I've been doing it for quite some time now. And whoever you're trying to call out to, and if they're calling out to you, you're going to see little signs. So pay close attention to those little tiny signs, and Google is your friend. If you see a certain kind of animal or a certain kind of flower or a certain color is standing out or a certain number is standing out, we have the World Wide Web right at our fingertips. Look it up. It'll lead you to your answers. And intuitively, you're going to lead yourself to that answer. So I hope that helps. If anybody was curious as to how it works. Now, again, that's my personal way of handling it, but I wanted to put that out there, that I think as a collective, the one thing we all have in common is the strength of our intuition. Use it. It's our gift. Peace. Love you.